I'm Kim Sharping, principal at Patrick Henry Middle School, and I nominated David Moe for Staff Stars. Mr. Moe is a behavior facilitator here at Patrick Henry. As a behavior facilitator, Mr. Moe has various responsibilities throughout his day. He primarily works with students that are in our Tier 2 program. He works alongside our teacher in there, just helping to build skills, social skills, resiliency skills, just to better equip students to be successful throughout their day. He also then goes into classrooms where he can have some direct services with those students to give them sort of on-the-spot skill training, just in more of a social arena. And then part of the reason I nominated Mr. Moe is because of all of the extra things that he just does that sometimes we don't even know about, or I don't know about until later. He'll just go in and relieve our ISS instructor to give that teacher a break sometimes on long days. He's always just willing to lend a hand if a student maybe is having trouble getting to class on time. He'll jump right in and just walk with that student and escort them to class to make sure they get to where they're supposed to be. So helps, supervision in the morning before school up in the cafeteria, and he's just kind of a presence all over the building. He has a very challenging job and a very rewarding job because he gets to see those successes happen through his work with students that maybe otherwise were really struggling. But at the same time, then that also means that he has to put in that extra time to really work with those students, and sometimes when they're dysregulated and things are escalating, he's the first one on the spot. And that can be tiring at times, and but he always is calm and keeps a smile, and is just such a positive presence that kids, even in those moments of dysregulation and escalating, he's just the perfect person to be there to help calm and de-escalate. You smile when you hear his name. He does little things that just bring extra joy to the staff. He started this Tuesday trivia that he just every Tuesday sends out some trivia, some weird fact, just questions for staff, and whoever responds with the correct answer or the fastest, he gives some sort of little treat or token to, and it's become a thing now. The other thing I recently learned, he often brings unique treats or snacks to his department in the special education office. Most recently, he offered me some jalapeno taffy that he had got out, I think in the Black Hills, and he's always bringing things and gifts just because of who he is, and he wants to spread that just positivity amongst his colleagues. Before he was here, he actually was a youth pastor, and so I think he just has a heart for working with students that maybe need a little extra guidance and motivation. Always just helping students refocus and see the bigger picture. If it's a student that just doesn't want to go to class or is really anxious about a class, I'll often walk by in the hall and he's having a one-on-one conversation with a student, and I'll walk by later and that student is sitting in the class, and somehow Mr. Moe worked his magic and was able to get that student back on track for the day. And those are the things he just does day in and day out that we don't even always get to see how many times he's worked his magic. What really stands out to me about Mr. Moe is he's just truly a shining star amongst our staff, in that anytime I walk by him in the hallway, I would never know if he had a bad day because he's always smiling. He's always asking about my family or teachers, or wanting to really build connections and relationships in such a natural way that our staff just see him always as this positive presence, and we're really lucky to have him here at Patrick Henry.